This incredibly special day in the life of our men's basketball program and our athletic department. This time I'd like to recognize a few of the individuals that are here with us. University of Alabama President, Dr. Judy Bonner, several members of the Board of Trustees, Karen Brooks, Britt Sexton, Fina St. John, John McMahon, Angus Cooper, also members of the University of Alabama system, other representatives, Ray Hayes, Executive Vice Chancellor for Finance, Michael Bounds, who is Secretary to the Board of Trustees, also, of course, Coach and Mrs. Battle, and another couple that you're going to get to meet here very shortly. It's also great to have so many alumni, coaches from the athletic department, former players for the men's basketball program at the University of Alabama, and also former coaches as well as current players with the Crimson Tide. At this time, please welcome the Director of Athletics for the University of Alabama, Coach Bill Battle.
Thank you, Chris. It is a great pleasure to be here. When I stood before you a little over 2 years ago, I told you I had a steep learning curve to learn about this job of being athletic director. I can promise you the last 4 weeks, the learning curve got a lot steeper because I can assure you it is a lot more complicated to hire a basketball coach at the University of Alabama than it was to hire any kind of staff member at any level at my former business. So I have learned a lot. I have told everybody that if Nick Saban leaves while I'm here, I'm out of here. I'm not going to hire the next football coach. When we began our search for a head basketball coach, we set out to find the best coach available. We had conversations with several outstanding coaches. There are some great coaches out there. Fairly late in the process, we got word that Avery Johnson might be interested in our job. I called a few of my friends who had been, who were lifers, I guess, in the NCAA basketball, who've been around it, who know everything about everybody, and I asked them to tell me about this guy. To a person, they started off by saying, wow, impeccable character, integrity, and reputation. Great basketball knowledge as a player and a coach. Outstanding teacher, mentor, and leader of young people. Strong family values and relentless work ethic. The only negative I heard about this guy was he was shy, reserved, and lacked personality. We set up a visit to go to his beautiful home in Dallas, and I had the good fortune of meeting his whole family, Miss Cassandra, their daughter Christiane, who is a senior at the University of Pennsylvania, excellent student, their son, AJ Jr., who is a freshman basketball player at Texas A&M University. I was encouraged when I got there because Miss Cassandra had crimson slacks on, and AJ had a nice crimson, white, and gray tie, and I thought we might have a chance. My heart dropped a little, though, when I saw his son walking down the stairs in a Texas A&M jersey. And I thought that, you know, he didn't have very good judgment picking that kind of dress. After a few hours, he convinced me that he belonged in college basketball. And I convinced him that if that was the case, he belonged at the University of Alabama. You know, I believe he will passionately live our mission of Alabama basketball every day. Our mission in basketball is to recruit and develop student athletes to compete at the highest level in the NCAA basketball, to educate and prepare those student athletes to compete at the highest level in life after graduation, and to do both with honor and integrity. There's no doubt in my mind, after being around him for a few days, that he can recruit, that he can lead young men, that he not only will be a great teacher, but he'll be a great example, and he and his family will be great assets to the university, to our athletic program, into our community. So please welcome our new men's basketball coach, Coach Avery Johnson.
Good morning. What a great day. Before I get into kind of the meat and potatoes of my speech, I think it's just important to depart a place in a first-class manner before you enter a place in a first-class manner. So the first thing I need to do is to the ESPN family, to my fellow NBA Countdown partners, Jalen Rose and Doris Burke, and that whole crew of people who I've worked with for the past 2 years, I want to say thank you. I'm going to miss you, and I really enjoyed our time together. To Mount Vernon Investments, where I've officed for the last 2 years with Kenny Trout and Nick Merrick, I want to say thank you to their staff for being such great office members, and I love their family. And I want to say thank you to the Plano West basketball team and Coach Anthony Morgan, and the Texas Titans basketball team, Coach Scott Pospickle. Those are all of the programs that I've been working with over the last several years. And last but not least, I want to say thank you to Dan Bailey from Just Say Yes, which is an organization where I've been giving speeches to middle school and high school students for over the last 5 years. We've impacted over 80,000 students, and I've really enjoyed my time meeting with the students, the teachers, and all of the administrators. So before I get into where I'm going, I just want to say thank you to all of those people that were really influential and important in my life in the last several years. But I want to say good morning again to the University of Alabama Crimson Tide. What a great day it is for me to be the new head men's basketball coach. This is such a thrill. And one of the things, even prior to me taking the mic, I told Aaron from the PR department, you know, I'm a little shy, and I'm probably not going to go over my time limit, but you just give me a finger when it's time to for me to wrap it up. Because a lot of times when I was on the air, I would get that message in my ear quite a bit. Wrap it up, Coach. I want to say thank you to my wife who's been married to me for 24 years, Cassandra, the former Cassandra Merrick's, now Cassandra Johnson. I want to say thank you to her. Coach Battle has already mentioned about my kids, Christian, who we're so proud of. Thank you, Christian, and my son, Avery Jr. I've really enjoyed meeting Dr. Bonner. Thank you, Dr. Bonner. It's a joy and a joyous day for us to be here. And it's a pleasure to have met you. Coach Battle, what can I say? I want to just thank you for this opportunity. This is a great opportunity with tremendous potential. And thank you that you thought enough of me to give me the chance to lead this program. Mrs. Mary Battle, you and Cassandra, you guys have hit it off already. So thank you for welcoming her to the University of Alabama Crimson Tide family. It really means a lot. To all of the trustees, thank you. Each and every one of you, I've enjoyed meeting you, and thank you for welcoming us. And I'm looking forward to spending more time with each and every one of you, not only at the games, but in any way I can help promote the university. Thank you so much. I want to thank my agent, Jordan Bejon and Russ Spielman from the Legacy Agency, who worked diligently with Coach Battle to get a contract done. And Finest, I want to thank you also. I want to thank all of the players, the current players from the University of Alabama men's basketball family. I had a chance to meet with them on yesterday, and obviously I don't know them very well, but we had a good meeting. They were a little anxious and concerned, but hopefully I alleviated some of their concerns about where we're going with our program. A special good morning to CM Newton. Where's CM? Thank you. Special good morning to you and Nancy. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I love when I walked in the door, seeing you here. It means a lot for you guys to be here. Thank you so much for being here. Another special good morning to Coach Wimp Sanderson. Where are you, Coach? Where are you, Coach? Thank you, Coach, for being here. A legend in his own right. Really appreciate you being here. And last but not least, in terms of my thank you, and I don't want to get emotional, my coach, Ben Job. Coach, thank you for being here. It means a lot. My coach at Southern University, Ben Job, it means a lot for you to be here. He lives in Montgomery, Alabama. He's been a father figure, a mentor. And I remember when Coach and I would talk over the years, he said, AJ, you know, this basketball thing is too big, too small for you. You're bigger than basketball. He said, AJ, I got a plan for you. This is what you need to do. You need to move to Alabama, and at some time in your life, you need to become the governor of Alabama. He said, this basketball thing is just too small for you. You're a genius, AJ. AJ, what are you doing messing around with this basketball stuff? And I remember my 2 years with